And good evening, RPG Limit Break, and all of our champions. I'm Jay Scheidel, joined here in the booth by Oslotto and Sunflash. Gentlemen, how are you two doing?
Well,
I
that
I have-
depends.
yeah. Go, Oslotto.
How many people are here to yell at Oslodo for rolling hot garbage?
Absolutely none.
That's
We have 51 in chat.
we do a 51 in chat, and so far I haven't been yelled at yet. None of there's Ale. There's Ale.
None. I agree
None.
with Ale.
I was gonna say is I have not had to restream for I think over 48 hours now, and I don't know what to do with myself.
No kidding. It's been like, okay, what do I do? I get a normal Friday? What?
I know.
I'm not doing something. What's going on? What's weird? I'm forgetting something.
I'm not trying to correlate a fake name to a real name and figure out who I have to send information to and get information from.
I don't have 3 different browsers pulled up with the identities and then the schedule and then
Yes.
here's Final Fantasy 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, you get this key and you get this key and
My Discording has not been filled to the brim with checking and rechecking and triple checking and quadruple checking that I'm not about to send the wrong information to the wrong player.
Oh man, how many times have I had to do that? It's like, okay, this needs to go to this player. Who is this
Right.
player?
Right?
But did you guys accidentally DM a player thinking it was someone else while they were streaming?
No. I can say I did not do that.
I
No.
did.
Rip.
I got my Celeste and my what was the other C? Clive mixed up.
Okay, that's kind of funny. I mean,
Yeah.
it's funny because I know, and soon all of you will too. That's
Oh my
that's
goodness.
a segue.
Don't mind me, by the way. I'm going to pull up our list of who's who so I can keep track because I still don't have it memorized.
I've got
I
my list pulled up
know-
also.
I actually remember a lot of them because I dealt with a lot of them on the restreams, and it was always like I had a notepad open with my usual spiel, and then above it was a fake name colon real name
Yes.
versus fake name colon real name. It's like, okay, cool, it goes to this one.
Oh,
See, I had to the entire time before each of these races I set up. I was like, okay, person name, hero name. I don't want to remember the person name because I will say it on comms or I'll type it
Right.
out or something stupid.
so much.
Yes, Ale, have your sheets up. I do want to know how you did on your guessing game.
Yeah, go.
I was gonna say, and don't worry. Before we reveal everyone, you'll all have a chance in chat to type out your answers and see how many you get right. We love this. This was a fun game, so we want to continue for just a little bit longer.
Oh yeah. I would love to be able to show you guys all my charts and everything with it, but there's personal information on it. But it's like, oh my goodness.
Please don't.
Just
I don't want to
seeing
see
everything.
all that. Oh, this was an epic event to put on. I'll put it to you that way.
Do you have who was it that was doing the betting pool of who was who?
There was a pool out there. I think Wildham is doing that.
Wild Hams. Yeah, that's who it was.
Got 2 of them pulled up here. I forgot to pull those up to see who had it.
See, I can be useful.
Yeah.
We never said you weren't.
Oh, but are you guys ready to get into this thing? Let's see what's going on here.
Let's start us off.
Hit me.
Alrighty. So, just to get some general stuff out of the way, like everyone, thank you. Oh my goodness, we had 31 games, 24 restreams, all in 16 days.
60. Yeah, it was a lot to do in a very short period of time.
Yeah, we were talking before the run here. Oslotto, you did how many restreams?
I had 9.
And then
Not
Sunny,
counting now. That
Yeah.
does not count the doesn't count the async VODs.
and not counting Acing.
Right.
And then Sunny,
I had 8,
and I was also there at 8. So we were like, oh my goodness, throwing things around.
and the best thing about it though, how many did we drop?
We never dropped a single one.
Every last one.
The only thing that got close is there was one that I think you had to like crew in at the last minute, Sunny. But otherwise, I think every race was like even crewed within 20-30 minutes.
Yeah, it was.
Yep.
Volunteers just jumped up real. Not only did they jump up just being here and doing it, but also there was, I don't know how many times halfway through the day I would I've been awake for 3 or 4 hours, and then suddenly it's like, oh, I've got to do a volunteer post again tonight. I need crew. Hang on.
Yeah, I think we all did that. It's like, oh yeah, that's me tonight. I gotta do a posting. Question from Thavian. Yeah, that does count the time we had the race crash, because technically that game was not going to be broadcast, and we got them both. Yep. That one was supposed to be a vodcast, and when we had one streamer have, I believe it was a power outage.
Yes.
And we were like, okay, what do we do? Like,
Pull that one up.
behind the scenes, it was like,
Panic.
What are we doing? Like, we're in trouble here. What are we gonna do?
Take it, go, run.
And then I believe it was you, Jay, and Danny basically said, just grab the second game.
Yeah, pretty much.
And we got very lucky that it was actually the same flag set, so we didn't have to do the whole, hey, this is what we're doing now.
The other tournament admin, or whatever you want to call it here, that just needs a gigantic shout out before we get going on. We have a direct message with the three of us and Danny, and how she put up with all of our crap, I have no clue.
I'll tell you how she did. She did it by adding to the dumpster fire on the backside. That's what she did.
I mean,
I thought it was because she had it muted, and then she said she didn't.
Yeah. We mentioned something. It's like, oh, sorry, you don't have to check this occasionally. She's like, nope, I've got this unmuted. Go for it.
Yep. And that chance there. Don't get me wrong. There were some times where there was a lot of panic messages.
Oh my! It was amazing.
Yeah, it was a lot of, and the worst part of all is when you're doing comms and trying to coordinate and talking behind the scenes and being like, take over for a bit. I'm trying to do things.
Yeah, something came up. I need to talk about the runners using their real name here, but using their fake name while I'm talking, and I'm not going to say their name, but oh my gosh.
Oh, so many times.
So many times.
That was the best thing about actually having crew available, is we were able to go, all right, hang on. Other comms gets to handle this for the next 5 minutes because I have a problem on the back end I have to focus on, and I don't want to leave the viewers hanging. And every single one of them just stepped right up and ran with that ball.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. And to chat, yes, there was a 50-minute race, and yes, there was at least almost
3 hours.
Almost 3-hour races, one of which was my beloved Ultimate Dumpster Fire.
Yeah, I'm going to pull it up just really quick. Looks like 50 minutes, 20 seconds was the fastest.
What was the longest race, Jay?
2 hours, 47 minutes, and 19 seconds.
Oh, that was the dumpster fire to end all dumpster fires of seeds. I remember it.
Looks like we averaged about an hour 90, or about an hour 30, sorry.
Smurftove says they were in both.
Yes, now that we figured out
they were. Well, we did.
Yeah. Okay, but let's see what's next. So speaking of all that race crew and everything going on, like, shout outs to everyone here on screen. Like, you guys made this thing possible. I know we did a ton of the back end, but if it wasn't for you guys, this would not have happened, and this would not have been near as fun. So thank you.
Yeah, that's a lot to ask of people, especially because a lot of the champions, the people who are running this, actually do a lot of the crew work as well.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we broke in several new race crew, and the race crew is what turned this from a functioning, passable set of broadcasts into, hey, you know what? This kind of looks kind of smooth if you don't look at the wrinkles too hard.
Like, we actually know what we're doing.
If you disregard the tech issues that we sometimes had,
I don't know.
It went pretty well.
There were no tech issues, there were no problems. We did just fine.
Well, I mean, we can always yell at the FFR bot. It don't care.
Its time will come.
Oh, I know. I'm again. This is hype thing.
Oh, brother.
Oh. And then, obviously, thank you everyone watching, and a giant shout out to RPG Limit Break for letting us take over the channel for so many days. I didn't get the exact breakdown on how many went on to Final Fantasy 1, how many went on to RPG Limit Break, but I want to say it was probably a good 50-50 or 40-60. So thank you for the channel we're on right now, and then everyone who came in to just have fun with us.
Yeah, there was. So if you want, there was 9 total races. Sorry. Yeah, 9 total races were done on Final Fantasy 1. And
On
the rest
FFR.
of them
Oh, cool.
were, yeah, on FFR 1. And there was.
Let me to look at the math.
Kind of fun to watch.
Yeah, there was 11 that were done on Limit Break. So yeah, we streamed a lot to Limit Break.
So just thank you for this channel for allowing us to take over, and then once again tonight for our reveal stream. So it's been great.
Absolutely.
We hope that it's been awesome for you guys. It's been awesome to have everyone around. Just thank you.
Whew.
And I didn't put this slide in because these two have been watching me do this for the last hour and a half, but I've got to call out these two, like, absolutely amazing. So this all started, we were looking at it earlier, what was it, March 19th, I think? And Phoenix and I started talking about it in our leadership chat. And then Dark Moon's like, here, go put this over here. Go figure out something. So Dark Moon, Phoenix, and I figured this all out in, I don't know, like 2 or 3 days. But then both of those idiots had to go and make the final, or go and make the brackets. So I'm like, I am now out of help here. What am I gonna do?
They actually succeeded.
Yeah.
Who are you gonna call?
Yoink. So these two have stepped up, and like I said, or like we said earlier, it's been about an even 3-way split on doing everything. So like, thank you guys on just jumping in, doing everything, taking time out of your days and nights, and putting up with the, I don't know how many thousands of pings we did.
I mean, you happened to get very lucky. You hit me right on my vacation.
I also didn't mean to take your vacation.
My vacation, I had nothing planned. Don't worry. This actually kept me sane.
Fair.
As sane as I am now.
And all I'm going to say is just don't worry too much if you start missing drinks or whatnot from your house, as just consider it reimbursement.
Oh, crap, I did give you a key, didn't I?
I don't have one.
I mean, you can work your way down here, and I'll give you a key. You can take the 20-hour drive or 40-hour drive. Oh.
I mean, don't tempt me.
I mean, that could be fun. Okay, but time for some of the stuff people were wanting to know here.
Yeah. Well,
people were wanting to know things? Surely not.
The first thing they want to know, though, is what did we do to this dice bot?
Yeah, let's start with the obvious question of the dice.
We totally did not intend for this to happen. It was absolutely ridiculous. But
the odds are ridiculous, but man, it's fun to see the numbers.
It was so bad. It really was. So I kind of did this in chunks here in a second. But yeah, go.
I was gonna say I cannot tell you the number of times that the runners messaged me being like, "Bro, again with this?" I was like, "Yeah."
I don't know on my end what I actually ended up rolling, but I know there was the number of times that I, was setting up the race time rooms, and everyone was sitting there going, "Just no winter tournament. Just no winter tournament." That's all I got. They didn't care about any other part of the seeds. Just, hey, don't pull a J Shut L and don't give me a winter tournament. That's all I want.
I mean, to be fair, I also put a number of 8s out there, but then again, Oslodo also put out a bunch of really dumpster fiery things. And the longest game in the tournament was definitely my doing. No question. I mean, maybe.
Yeah. But I kind of did this in just random order here, so I grabbed like the first few, then the next few, so we could see how our dice progressed throughout the tournament here. So let's give you a little bit of taste of our ace here. We had 1s and 8s.
Yep.
There were 4 8s rolled and 2 1s rolled for the A6. There you go.
It set the trend.
Yeah, once we started the tournament, though, it didn't get much better. So after the first few matches or so, we had 6 8s. Still 2 1s, and we added a 2.
We did.
Oh my. After a few more, 7 8s.
Yeah, we're doing good.
A 2, a 3, a 6, and 2 1s. Still.
Just because, you can't have it any other way.
Oh, then we're starting to finally get a little bit of divergence here. So
Yeah.
8 8s, 2 2s, 1 3, 1 6, 1 5, 1 7, and 2 1s. A little bit.
Still, we're at half percentage of the number of 8s here.
This is about halfway through the tournament, by the way.
Yeah.
Yep.
So. Oh yeah.
Continuing on. Still 8 8s, but they're finally under half. It's finally under half of our seeds. But I don't know if anyone realized that 5s were low-key the second place.
Yep.
Like, we kept getting 2021s also.
Yeah, I remember that because that's the one we had to remind the racer to turn off the spell and tile flashes because it didn't translate on the key.
So by the end here, 9 8s. Let's see, was that 3 1s, 3 7s, 3 2s, 2 is 1 6, poor little 6, and 4 5s.
And
Oh,
I'm missing
wait.
4.
Yeah, this is our I believe this is our last one here. If I click one
Yeah,
more
that's-
time. Oh, nope. All right,
No.
I had one more than I thought.
That's the last one.
So here was our breakdown. Sorry, the numbers kind of flipped around. They did when I added the percentages. 33,
Just-
literally a third of all of our seeds were 8s.
Now, just to clarify, technically, since it's a 1 die 8, it should average out to be, what was that again? An 8%, whatever that percentage is?
What is it, 12.5%? I think it's the same as Kraken hitting.
Or
So
wait,
always-
it's the
so
same as
always
being
roll.
back road? Okay.
Yeah, it's the same as being back road by Kraken, yeah.
That's why this happened, because I was part of this nonsense, and my 12.5% are never 12.5%.
Yes, it's never that way. We all know this.
Yes.
8. The Winter Tournament 2024 will forever be known as the flag set that just will not go away.
It will not.
What is dead may never die.
It's zombie. At this point, it's a zombie flag. I am sure of it.
I think this should be the new, anytime that you hit Lich's Revenge flag set, it should be this flag set with all the changes.
No. No. I mean, again, it's FFR bot that did this. It's just
know.
for some reason it did. This was what it did.
Well, and what's even more fun is if you go back to the bot channel, it's everyone. Like, people were able to do other stuff, but everyone was rolling 1s and 8s.
We have not announced the players yet. You're just in time for that. We're just going over all of the dice rolling.
Yep.
Yeah,
So dumb.
I would like to point out though that one of those 3s was the epic dumpster fire.
Oof.
Only one of them. Although
Poor.
it would not surprise. I have to check because I'm legit curious. Who rolled the other 3? You did, Jay. You did.
Of course I did. Yeah. But yeah, the
That checks out.
dice bot I think was the 5th unofficial admin here. It was like the gatekeeper.
I am legit confused as to how it managed to do what it did.
The dice bot decided that no, it wasn't done with Winter Tournament. It wanted to see more.
Dice bot was MVP. Yes.
Yeah.
Dicebot was definitely an MVP. That's for sure. It was. A lot of people were laughing, except the people who were rolling it, and then having the runners go and be like, "What is this? Come on, this is the one thing we didn't want."
I know, but it's like
What am I supposed to do?
After the 4th or 5th time, I really legitimately felt bad about it. After the 5th
Oh,
or 6th time, I'm like, I'm just letting the memes take over now.
Listen, I never felt bad about it because it's RNG.
Yeah.
It's nothing I can do. It's just fun to watch again. All the runners were in good spirits about it. Like, really, bro?
Yeah.
It's like this is the one thing I did not ask for.
I think
Yeah.
my favorite dice related was watching Jay before he had to roll a seed sit there and force the dice bot to give him a result of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then go,
forever.
all right, cool, I've seen all of them. And then what does it roll for you afterwards?
An 8.
Yep.
Sonny knows this. The last time I had a really bad D20 in D&D, it spent the next, 3 months in the freezer? I forgot it was in there.
However,
It just got thrown in the freezer, and we were like, all right.
I went to the freezer, chunked it to the back, and just waited.
there is one important thing that we have to mention here, though. 1-4 was actually rolled once.
Wait, when?
Because remember, when you roll a 3, you roll twice more to see who gets banned and who is mandatory.
Oh,
Red
okay.
mage is 4. Red mage is 4. I rolled
forgot about that.
mandatory red, then I banned black belt. So that was the only time a 4 was rolled.
I love it.
Technically, no, it doesn't count, but it is the dice bot showing it can roll a 4. It
It
just
at least
doesn't
knows
like
how to
doing
put those pixels together.
it. Somewhat.
Oh my goodness.
It went, all right, I have to do this or they're going to dismantle me for scrap. So I'll roll a 4 on not on the flag, or not on the flag set. Related to the flag set, but
And then it goes back to 3s again.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. But we need to get ready to get our player reveal going on here. And I know we have quite a few of our champions in chat here, so I'm going to put out one more call. If you are interested on coming on after we announce your name, go ahead and join the broadcast waiting room. We'll pull you on in. We're going to do it in small groups, so it's going to be 2, 3, 3, and then through the next ones. So just so you kind of get an idea, we'll pull like 2 people in at a time or 3 people in at a time. So just kind of be watching. If you're interested in coming on in, join the broadcast waiting room, and we'll bring you on up to our super secret channel that I made because I didn't want you guys to see what we're doing.
And yet somehow one champion found his way in.
Yeah.
well, there's a reason for
Silly
that.
admins.
Well, what do you do? What do you do? But yeah, by all means, we will have a little bit of a lull between who it is, like what the name was and who it is. Call it out in chat if you have a guess. I would love to see it. It's going to be great to see.
So, I wish I had someone who had a soundboard with a drum roll on it.
Oh, do you? I was about to offer. Let's see here. How about this one?
Okay. So, our first one. Whoop, in
You
our
tell me
round
when.
of 16.
All right,
The
get
first-
your guesses out. Maria, who does everyone think they were? We'll give you some time. This isn't Jeopardy. We're not
Wait
gonna
a
give you
minute.
time.
I want to see what chat thinks this was.
Yeah.
Shanigan thinks Maddie. Danny. Oh no.
Hang on. Hang on.
No, we already told you that Danny was in the room with us.
No, Ale, you can't abstain. How
No,
dare you.
Ale, you can't. Ale, you are the one person I know has a friggin' spreadsheet. No, you think.
Get back in here, Ale.
Well, when I look, come on.
And-
Well, Phoenix, I don't want to spoil it. No. It's Ale abstained. It's Ale. That no. Well, that. Ale, were you everybody? You ready?
It's Darkmoon.
Okay.
Darkmoon's everyone. He'll say
I'm going to hit the button then.
and hit it.
3. Ta-da!
Righty!
It was Fry Teeth.
The whole time. I
The
did
whole-
not see Fry Teeth at all in the guesses here.
Yeah.
Nope.
you
Nope.
guys need to
No
get
one
better at
guessed
this.
Fry Teeth. No.
Which Fry Teeth, if you're around, join the broadcast waiting room. We'll pull you up in just a second.
Yeah, if you want to. I mean, no
Want to.
obligation at all.
Yeah.
Don't feel that you got it.
No one has to do anything they don't want to.
Our next one.
Everyone was wrong. Yep, except maybe Ale. See, I think the problem is Ale didn't know who Maria was, and just didn't want to get it wrong.
Oh yeah.
That would
That's
not-
clearly
that
what it was.
That would not surprise me.
So
Next up,
Van, Vaughn, whatever you want to say, because we spelled
Yeah,
it wrong.
get. Yeah, it is spelled wrong. We know it's VAAN.
So get your guesses in.
Yeah, let's see. Couple of guesses.
Okay.
Okay. Anybody else? We were doing a reveal. All right.
Don't remember who it was.
Yeah, I know, Chanigan. There's a lot of people out there who don't remember. We should have given the master list first.
Yeah. I honestly don't remember until I bring up the stupid spreadsheet I have.
Some of them I know. Most of them I don't.
Okay, Sonny.
And
It was Sonny. Nice
It
guess.
was Sonny. For those who guessed Sonny, you are correct. Congratulations.
GG's.
you win nothing, but congratulations.
Yeah, you win nothing. We have no prizes to give.
Prizes. So I would give just a moment. If either of those two are in chat, let's go ahead and bring them on in. Both of these runners did have to forfeit out a little bit early due to tech issues or other things going on. So GG's on them for joining. We hope to see them again whenever we do this. But thank you guys.
It's the one.
Oh. I see one.
You won. Cool. There we go.
Do you want me to do it?
Hello.
We're-
Is there a fry teeth here?
There is.
Fry
Oh.
teeth. Welcome.
Thanks.
GG's. How
Thanks.
was
Yeah.
the tournament for you?
Wish I could have played. But I mentioned in our DMs that
Mhm.
that week I had 2 friends from out of town that I see maybe once a year unexpectedly let me know they were going to be in town, and there was just no physical way I could get more than one race in, and so
Right.
had to drop out. Would have loved to have played, but
Well, how were your 1 and 8 experiences with the asyncs at least?
well, the 8s were fine. That I was decent at that flag set. The ones I forfeited all of those.
Don't blame
Valid.
me. Don't
No,
blame me
I-
at all.
No, I don't. The ones were a brutal scene to watch people go through again and again and again and again and again.
But
Maybe
anything.
at some point.
Yeah, go.
Oh, sorry. I was gonna say maybe at some point when we find out who Yuna is, we can schedule an exhibition race on one of these flag sets if we want.
I have a feeling that they would accept that, so we'll let them speak later. But it'll be fun.
All right. Well, I'm gonna jump out. Thanks.
Yeah, thanks for joining us.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Alrighty. And I do not see Sonny in, so we will move on to our
Moving on.
top 3 on the bracket here. Oh, wrong one.
Hit button.
All right, lightning.
Lightning. Get your guesses out for lightning. I have a feeling this is gonna be one of the more contentious ones.
Yeah, I gotta know who we think Lightning is.
Who do we think lightning is?
An immediate answer. Chanigan's convinced.
Chanigan seems to think.
I want to know
Blue
who
Bear,
Dark Moon
DM.
is.
Yeah,
Darkoon.
Darkoon. That's that.
Blue
Maddie.
I'm seeing a
Maddie.
spread here. Okay. All right.
Peasants. There's a guess. Ale's finally guessing. Thanks, Ale.
But
Phoenix says no way Wu loses in round run. Huh? Any more guesses? We're gonna call this soon because I know you're all aching to know.
ready?
Yep.
It is Dark Moon.
It was Dark Moon. Yep. It was Dark Moon.
We're gonna do the next 3, but if Dark Moon, if you're in chat and you want to join us, head on down to the waiting room. We'll pull you in a few seconds. Next up,
Who we got?
Errol.
Meryl, the only non-Final Fantasy character in the run. So
Get your guesses.
guesses for Meryl. This is one of the ones.
Chanigan's like, I knew it was Darkmoon because it's the only one I watched. Fair. Valid. Accept that.
Ale's giving his guess. We get a Gouda. We get a Cyranus. Anybody else wanna?
Another
Bear
Maddie.
thinks it's Maddie.
Cyranus.
Another Cyranus. Gouda. Okay, a lot of good guesses here. A lot of good guesses. Going once.
I'm
Going
loving
twice?
the spread out here. Here
Yeah.
we go.
Definitely wasn't me.
It was Cyranus.
It was Cyranus.
Hey.
Yep. Ale gets another one.
Ooh.
Chanigan misses. Well, can't win them all.
Yeah.
You get it if you're in chat.
Or
you wanna
maybe you
join
can.
Podcast waiting. We'll pull you in just a second. One more in this trio.
Best guess so far, not me.
All right. One more in our top three here.
Say the
Butts.
line, Oslaughto.
Or
It's
butts.
butts.
Okay.
Get your guesses out for the aft-named FF5 character. Gotta guess goats. Budge.
Oats, Mono.
Butts.
See, I told you I told you the joke was gonna be made. Whether I made it or not, someone was gonna do it. It's just a given. The best fan translation ever. Oop, Chanigan's taking a minute.
Chanigan, I don't think
Chanigan's
Tom's like-
thinking.
No, Chanigan got
Okay.
no idea. You can just take a random guess. You know who it's not.
Okay.
Ale thinks Roger.
I don't think we've had a Roger yet. So
Not Chanigan else are agreeing Roger. Okay, so let's Sunflash,
Alright.
if you will.
ready, steady.
It's a
Good
Goats
thing you
pirate.
It was
Gonna
indeed
change your
Goat's
mind,
Pirate.
Phoenix.
So we'll give everyone. My theory was that Jay spoiled all the players in the first stream. Yeah,
I
you're
don't
probably
know-
right about that.
I actually don't know how many of them came back and landed on the right ones. I should look at that in a second. But yeah, if any of those three want to come join us here on Broadcast Waiting Room, again, no pressure, but feel free to join the room. We'll pull you up in a second.
Yeah, well, absolutely. We're more than willing to have anyone come in and take a few minutes, enjoy your moment in the sun of this tournament that will forever be known as the Tournament of Champions.
Hey,
The
Jay.
Tournament of Champ. What?
When you're done tripping over your tongue, can you check your Steam real quick?
Can I check my Steam? Why would I check my Steam? Oh no, not yet.
Okay.
Exactly, the Tournament of Champions of Champions. That'd be the second one we do
Something like
in
that.
Oh,
in like
Sure.
2028.
2028.
Listen,
Okey-doke.
we need recovery time.
I think though that those three are a declining interview, which is perfectly fine. We'll hear from you in chat or see you on the Discord later. But now, our round of 16, the next three.
Coming up.
Cloud.
All right, get your guesses out from Cloud. Who was Cloud? Who was out there? Who was everyone's protagonist from the Final Fantasy game that made people play Final Fantasy?
That has big.
I know. Can I put my vote in?
You know the answer, sir.
Ah, no fun.
A couple of guesses for Roger again. Windfox says it has to be Maddie, right?
Shadow.
Game goes Shadow. Okay. No, you can't. No. I won't accept that, David. We can't go with that one. Much as I would like to. Chanigan thinks it's Ale.
Ooh.
Okay.
Ooh.
I'd say, son, let her rip.
Hey.
It's Budge.
It was Budge.
The
It was
whole
Budge
time.
all along. Although, best guess so far, Ale.
Yeah, definitely. All right.
Budge, if you're out there and you want to join us, by all means, head up the waiting room. We'll pull you down.
But
Next.
our second in this round of three, Rydia.
Yeah.
Final Fantasy IV.
My-
the second
My
game
favorite
I-
character from Final Fantasy IV.
Ooh,
Guess
that's
is
a hard
already
one.
coming. What?
Favorite of Final Fantasy IV. It's close.
It's Rydia. There's no question. There's no
Yeah.
question.
Second best girl.
Yeah, Woo's got a good point.
I know.
Everyone's just guessing Maddie until Maddie shows up. Yeah.
I mean, you will eventually be right.
Yes, law of averages, eventually you will get this right. All right, any more guesses?
Oh, hey,
It's not
Sunny, I
Sunflash.
didn't know
Me.
you played.
Yeah. See, I wish I could play this good, but yes, it was me. Absolutely. I will give that away.
I think it's funny that you get, yeah, it was Sunflash. Meanwhile, well, it was not Oslodo. It's not Oslodo. Yeah, thanks. Thank you.
No, Odoron did
All right.
not play. It's fine.
No way.
All
All
right.
right.
Here we
I'm
go.
hitting the button.
Go up. It was.
It's Link.
It's our Link a lot.
Ale got it again. Ale, another win.
Hey.
His sleuthing skills are proving at least semi-valuable.
Semi.
Well, I can't. Well, he's gotten a few wrong. I'm just saying.
Fair.
All right. Our last of the round of 16. Our, yes, third protagonist, Jack.
I mean, what's the last name?
Garland. Jack Garland.
Get your guesses out for Jack Garland, who is still running for Canary City Council.
That's me.
That is-
What?
Yeah.
Yeah, that is
Jay
not-
just wishes he was that good.
Boy, spoilers there. It's not chaos. Jack Garland is not chaos. I don't know what you're talking. No.
Classic out here with the. Nope, it can't be Maddie anymore. We've guessed Maddie too much. It has to be Roger. Anyone
All right,
but
so-
Maddie.
Hey, any more guesses? Anybody? All going in, going once, going twice. Sun, roll it.
This one's Maddie.
Oh.
This is
I'm
Maddie.
sorry, Classic.
This one is actually Maddie.
Mhm. And I do know Maddie is off on vacation right now. But
They are cruising.
I did ask for some.
Oh, did
That even though I didn't win at Final Fantasy to get in, it somehow was within 3 minutes of my opponents. If I can do it, anyone can do it. So believe in yourself, try hard, and put in the effort. Definitely not gaining on the powers of chaos.
Well played.
indeed.
So if any of those two, because we know Maddie is on vacation, would like to jump in, we'll give you a few moments here. But that was the round of 16.
Yeah, that was the round of 16, which definitely had some real entertaining matches.
That was the one that I think about caused us to pull our hair out.
Oh man,
About did? I'm sorry. I've got a bald spot that's like 3 times the size as it was last month.
well, I mean, you got to think this is the first time anything like this has ever been attempted, and there's 3 of us plus Danny behind the scenes doing the work.
Yeah, it was 16 games, all in, what, 4 days or something?
Yep.
Oh my.
And I think we pulled poor Danny in at day 2 and be like,
I don't
help.
remember when. I just remember
Help.
talking to Danny. I'm like, oh, we should put you in this conversation. I'm sorry.
Help. Yeah, we definitely was
Yes, Phoenix.
technical issues, lots of this, that, and the other thing. Are we doing this? We need to get a crew.
Is Limit Break open? Is FFR1 or which one are we doing? Okay. Last minute. Change it to this one.
Yeah. Yeah, it was that was the hurdle right there. Once we got over that hurdle,
Yep.
things started to smooth out a bit. I say a bit because it wasn't it wasn't always like that.
Well,
But-
I think interviews are being declined, Jay. So let's move on to the next one.
Let's move
Next.
on up to round of 8.
Next.
Phoebe.
Who our favorite girl from Final Fantasy Mystic Quest. Get your guesses out. Who was it?
Who was Phoebe?
When Fox thinks it's Phoenix.
Going with
Okay.
the P. I get it. PH. It makes sense.
Bub God,
PHOE. Oh my. All the same letters.
Asking what exactly how this was working. So basically, this is the end reveal of what was this, only 2 or 3 weeks? I've
This is
lost track.
2.5 weeks.
Oh,
2.5 weeks of a tournament where we took our previous champions of various other tournaments and we put their names in a hat, pulled out entirely different names, and said, "This is your name now." And then we pitted them against each other and best of 3s, with the idea being no one knows who these runners are until today.
Mhm.
And well, except for us 3, which is why
we
we're
knew.
here
Yeah.
during the reveal. So we finished the tournament and we are working our way through to find out who our final champion of champions actually is.
So, based on that, I see a lot of guesses out there. Sunny, roll it.
As you demand.
I'm not going to
Ah,
click
Jay.
it because
Jay.
there's a second one in this. This was our mystery player. So
That's right.
Oh,
This was our
Who?
double mystery.
was our double mystery player. Good luck.
That's right.
This was the
There was
one
one-
who wanted to stay hidden from the very, very beginning. So this was I'm not gonna
Himitsu.
butcher the
Who
name,
actually? Any guesses on who actually Himitsu was?
But
Yep,
we did talk. They are going to be revealed at the final. So who was
Yep.
the double one?
It's for sure, Danny. Straight up. Yep.
Yeah, it was so Danny.
Yep,
Yeah,
yep.
that's exactly it. Some interesting guesses. Ale, come on. I want the guess. I want the guess, Ale. I
Come
can
on,
see
Al,
some.
spit it out.
There's some real interesting guesses. Fine, you
knows
can do
beforehand.
that.
Yeah.
Okay, hang on. You say, hang on. Let's see. Yes. Okay, I can confirm. Ale has it.
Okay.
Ale knows who it is. So Ale,
right.
yes, that one is right.
You
All
ready,
right.
Jay?
Second drum roll. Go. All right, Tristal, an old admin lead from what 17, 18, 19 or so. So, hi Tristal.
There he
Good to
is.
have you around again.
There's Tristal. Ale, congratulations. You did get it right. You did. I think you're the only one who did.
Yep.
Loved having you back on here, even if it was in private. So, love to see you come around more. Good to see you again.
Yeah, it was really good.
I have to admit, watching everyone trying to guess out loud who Tristal was, the entire series off and on has just been a blast. This was very well done.
I used hacks.
Just hacks. Sure.
Okay, but next up in our round of 8.
What we got?
Final Fantasy
Zidane.
9.
The last of the Final Fantasies.
Ooh.
Zidane.
That's a take. I agree, but oof. Okay. Whom is Zidane?
Got an itchy trigger finger for the snare roll.
It's not Danny. No, it's not Danny. I got a guess for Ale. Another guess for Roger. Phoenix.
Phoenix because he guessed ale. That's a good one.
Guessed Ale.
How
How do I put this cryptically? Another guess for Danny. I'm with the Wind Fox. Phoenix because he guessed Ale.
Nice.
Okay, so
Okay.
part of what chat may not realize is this entire tournament, Jay, Oslaughter, and myself haven't quite been drowned, but we have been barraged, is probably a better word, with insights and guesses from Ale as to who they think who is who and why.
He's got a
It's been
spreadsheet.
fantastic.
I've seen it.
Yeah, I've seen spreadsheets.
Hope Zidane
With
doesn't
that-
punish us for our guesses. Oh my god.
Roll it.
Speaking of,
And you got it.
Yep,
It
it
is
is Phoenix. It is indeed Phoenix.
We're gonna finish out our round of 8 here before we bring in our people for an interview here. So next on up, Ludith.
Luna. So it's this one, Final Fantasy 2, if I'm not mistaken,
I believe so.
or 3. I can never remember these two.
I'm looking on.
A lot of guesses. Roger,
2, 3 for Roger.
Roger.
Eunice
It's 3.
is
Okay.
3.
Thank you. I can never keep them straight in my head.
Oh, 3 is in. Okay, no,
Yeah,
sorry.
yeah.
Yeah.
Fantasy 3.
I was sitting there going, wait, is there a name chart I'm suddenly missing?
No, well, we haven't deployed that yet. Still in beta testing. There's an AO guess again.
Okay, so Classic Gamers got. Oh wait.
Anyone else?
Ready?
All right.
Ready?
Roll it.
It's
Roger.
This one's Roger. Yeah, this one was Roger.
Hey,
Janigan, you got her. All right.
that one, a lot of people seemed convinced that they had that one in the bag there. That's good.
Okay, let's move on to our last of our round of 8 here. We have
and then we'll start-
Noctis. Who do we think is Noctis?
We
Phoenix
have
says
guesses.
Judah. Right off the
Yeah.
bat.
Phoenix right off the bat, Gouda. Not
Oslodo,
Oslodo,
okay.
but thank you. I appreciate that.
I see cheese.
Well, we know that's ale. Doing ale things.
There seems to be a common theme here.
There's definitely a common theme here.
He's the big cheese.
I put the cheese. All right. Well, Anybody else? Any other guess? Saracen. I like the Saracen guesses. Roll it.
And it was
Indeed.
Gouda, the big cheese.
It was Gouda. It was.
Pizza topping that Chicago puts under the sauce. There you go. Okay. All right.
Well, Jay, we got a number of people begging for interviews. It looks
I
like
see a couple down there. I see one up here. Oh, because he's got the roll. Oh,
he's allowed. He's allowed in here.
Phoenix saw our channel. Let me pull the others up here really quick. There's a 1, and there's a 2. GG's, everyone. Maybe.
Oh, hi.
Oh,
Hi.
There we go. We got some people.
I was on mute.
Oh,
It happens.
You know, it happens.
Sure does. Sure does. So, once again, congratulations for making it in as far as you did. Any comments or anything about the tournament that you enjoyed, or how many 8s you rolled, or anything like that?
Hey.
We ate it up.
That's good. Now I'm happy. I'm satisfied now. We got at least a pun.
oh,
You won't
that's
be
that's
wondering where all the puns are.
I will.
Okay,
what.
I'm
No, hang on. I have a thing for this actually.
Of course you do.
Problem is, I can't do it very often because it'll just break.
Classic. Very, very classic. So I can't remember what order we did these in.
Yes. So,
Thanks, Jay.
so let's just kind of go down a little bit and see. Let's go in the order that they're here in the room. So, Phoenix, what's your opinion on this? You were kind of in the early planning stages.
Yeah, I was in the dumb idea stage with you. That was good fun times.
That was amazing times.
We had some really weird ideas, but you know what? I think we put on a really good tournament. I'm actually really interested in seeing all the feedback forms on this and seeing what everybody says. If you haven't filled out a feedback form, fill one out. Even if you didn't run, fill one out anyways, because we're curious about other things as well. But thanks for the 3 U's. I know you guys did yeoman's work in the background. I know I was supposed to help, and well, then Ale just let me win a Levain League match, so blame Ale.
Oh, we always do. We always do.
I mean, don't forget a rim shot. Oh, I've got a rim shot somewhere. Don't worry about that.
Oh
I
my
Don't
got
worry.
the soundboard.
Sonny's got enough of these to go around for weeks. I swear.
Roger, how was your tournament experience?
It was pretty fun. I mean, I practiced the wrong thing, I would say, but
You mean you practice Winter Tournament 24?
I mean, to be fair, who practiced that constantly?
yeah. And also, I practiced pretty much. 2017 is the one I practiced the most, and yeah, it didn't pan out, I guess.
No one could have predicted what we ended up with for the flag sets we needed to practice. I'll agree to that one. That was
Yeah, that was the bot being the bot.
And just knowing 10 minutes in advance was a chore for me, because I'm looking at the flags. I'm like, I don't know what I'm getting in. Not at all. No clue. I'm just pretty new to this a little, so I'm just okay. I have to do things. That's all I could see when I looked at the flags. We'll see once I'm in the seed.
I mean, because I believe, if I'm not mistaken, you would be one of the newer champions to run in this.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's a lot, especially because a lot of these flags are, especially if you rolled a lot of these flags that were very old school.
Yeah.
Yeah, coming in with this new Duckling Derby. But we have one more champion here. It's been kind of quiet. Tristal! GG's!
GG's, thank you.
So how was your experience staying hidden all the way from the asyncs moving forward?
Well, I had a blast staying hidden because I knew basically nobody would ever suspect I would actually play this again, because it's been 5 years for me. I know there were a couple unfortunate spreadsheets that were let out into the wild that had my name on them, so maybe a couple people maybe saw that there, but that's all right. I noticed you guys talking a lot about, a lot of the newer players having trouble with some of the older seeds that were run. Well, I've got the exact opposite problem. I was praying that we're going for 1s, 2s, and 3s the entire tournament because, boy, I do not know any of these newer flag sets. I actually did put in a lot of time practicing really all 8 flag sets just because I needed so much de-rust. But I do know this game pretty well still. But I was still definitely humbled by quite a few of the 8s that got rolled.
Oh my! No one thought
And I
the
mean,
bot would be able to do that.
It did pay off. You did get into the round of 8, so.
Yeah, but not because of the 8s that were. I
No.
mean, that was. Yeah, all we have to do is go back to those async times, and you'll find how bad I did at those 8s. Like, I'm actually kind of surprised I made the top 16 at all. I'm curious if I was like number 15 or number 16, despite winning one of the async races. The other times were bad enough that I was a little surprised to make it. But yeah, beyond my wildest expectations to even make the top 8 as well. I basically just got lucky with what got rolled in my round of 16 races. I got 2 earlier seeds, and that was good enough for me.
I can say this because I was the one that sent you one of your very first ones, and it was, I believe I am streaming, also curse you for rolling 8.
You deserve it.
Yep. Oh, no question. No question. My rolls were absolute garbage, hot garbage in this tournament for sure. No question.
Yeah, honestly, by the end, like, I didn't even mind. Like, everybody complains about, like, oh, there's so many 8s or second, blah, blah, blah. And yeah, that's fine. Just, it's randomizer. If you can't handle that, then why are you even playing this? But I honestly, at the end, I had so much practice at the shard hunts that I felt like I was doing all right. And then Clive beat me by, like, 22 minutes in the last race. So I was definitely humbled a little bit by that. I definitely still need a lot more practice, but... yeah, we'll see in the future if I plan on coming back. I don't know if there's any more Duckling Derby type stuff. I know it's weird to have somebody who was a champion try to enter the Duckling Derby, but boy, these 2024 flags, what have you guys done to this thing?
Wait, it changes every week.
I think
It's
the entire
it's
joke
just
is,
so different.
yeah, if you want it to be in there, it will be in there. Give them a week.
Yeah, that's kind of the way that it works. We're always adding something.
You have to be very careful about making jokes in any public channel.
Yeah,
Because there's a better than even chance that Dev is going to see it and go, hey, I can do that. And then 2 weeks later, you've got to actually play the stupid joke.
like map derp.
Why do you think I left 5 years ago? No, that's jokes. But so half of this was the 2024 flags, but the other half is me being hoisted on my own petard because I admin the 2019 tournament, and one of the flag sets I had to play was the 2019 flags
Vengeance.
in the final round, and it did not go as well as I had hoped. I was smiling when I saw those got rolled, and still got humbled. So.
Go back 5
it's
years
all come
ago.
back to bite me in the butt. Yeah,
It's like sitting there in that planning channel. I will be rolling this in 2024 in a tournament.
Well, to be fair, it's even my fault that these are included in the tournament because I managed to. I handed Jay Scheidel over all of my notes and everything from.
Oh, it's really your fault.
Okay,
Yes, it's very, very much my fault, and I ended up losing. Justice was served.
I think Darkmoon and I took an hour, went through your notes, and were like, okay, click this flag. Oh, nope, it changed down here. Okay, we took back to the end. Okay, they got this. It was awesome.
Yeah, and unfortunately, it still ended up being wrong. So the bracket flags for 2019 are actually supposed to have 2 fourth classes.
Oh my.
There's the captain and the first mates.
Oh.
So it could have gotten even worse.
I banned the black belt. Have fun.
I think literally I only have a few Twitch clips on my channel, but the most watched clip on my channel is me trying to roll 1d6 to try and get different classes, because all 3 of the captain, the first mate, and the walk the plank have to be different classes.
Right.
And I rolled literally like 10 times to try and find a different roll because the same rolls just kept coming up. So I know how this goes, admins, with all the eights. I
Yeah.
feel your
Spot.
pain. I get it.
Trolling
Yeah.
us in 2019.
It does a good job of it. You gotta admit.
All right, though, we need to get this thing continue to move on. Thank you guys for joining us. We hope to see you around some more, but thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for running.
Thank you.
Mhm.
Good. Alrighty. Next on
On
up,
to the next round.
we have our semifinals live.
Who
do you think
was-
is live?
Who was Clive? Let's get your guesses out now. Who do you think? Who are we thinking?
Back to chat we go.
Ale, for the
Ale
love
gets
of
a
all.
tail.
Well, we got a.
Okay. So I see two. Yeah, all right.
Well, there's 3 guesses, but technically some of them aren't right.
Self-stated ale. Woo, ale. Has to be ale. Pickles.
Oh,
Okay. There we
Pickles.
go.
Okay, that's there's one. There's one.
All right, Sonny. Good.
I like how now Crystal's like, hey, I've been revealed.
I can
I
talk
can actually
again
guess
after
now.
weeks. We have
was-
a Woo Bear.
It was Woo
That's Woo
Bear.
Bear.
It was Woo. Ale, it wasn't you. You know it wasn't you. That's called misdirection, which is funny because you didn't give a guess.
So, Woo, if you want to jump on in the chat here in a second, we'll pull you up in a minute. Because
Yeah,
semis,
this is-
we only got 2.
We only got 2.
All right.
Nick.
Best girl time. I mean, Celis time.
I'm not fighting you on this anymore.
Celis'
Okay, so
Rubes, Pickles,
Celis is
okay.
Rube, Celis is Pickles. Ale, I'm waiting.
Phoenix has it. Ale's a-
Ale's just,
again.
Ale's just gonna guess himself from now on because he's not gonna give actual answers.
You did
Yes, I
walk
think-
into that one.
Okay.
Ale knows, so Ale can't,
Ale can't
say.
say.
Ah. Yes, Ale's quite a
Smurf.
deductive genius in some ways.
Yeah.
Pickles because Ale guessed Ale.
No,
All right.
look, look, here we
I think
go.
we're good.
Pickles.
It was Pickles. Yep.
And beer.
It was Pickles and beer. So yeah, if Woo or Pickles, if you're out there and you want to join the broadcast waiting room, by all means, we will pull you in and we'll have a little chit chat. Because yeah, there's only 2 of you. Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
I think was this also the one match? Yeah, the one that we had go to a game of 3. So like, I know we like really wanted to go to game 3s on these things, but as the people restreaming, thank you guys for not going to game 3s.
Well, we hit the semifinals, and we're starting to sweat pretty hard. Going, we're trying desperately to keep to that original timetable, and that would mean we have to squish so much stuff and scramble around. And
Yeah.
game 3s are murdering us.
For the
There were no
record,
game 3s in round 1. Oh no, yeah,
There
you're right,
was.
sorry, there were 2. Yeah,
no,
yeah.
there was 2. For the record, that also reveals our Smurf TOC as
What?
Pickles and beer.
What?
Hey,
Aw.
there's Rue Bear.
Yeah, you.
Alright. If Discord would stop popping up this quest thing, I could grab them. There we go.
I'm gonna do it for you.
Oh, I'm good there. Woo!
Woo!
Hello.
That was timed.
So, how was your tournament?
It was okay.
You can tell the exhaustion in the voice there. It was okay.
Oh, there's
I was pretty
exhaustion.
done by the end when I
Yeah.
when I got knocked out. It was fun though.
Well, I
That's
mean,
fair.
to be fair, you probably did the smartest play of anyone in the tournament and said, "I'm not dealing with this Oslodo dumpster fire. I'm just gonna stop now."
Yeah, I think I
Because-
wiped the garland like 3 or 4 times, and you're like, "No, I'm good. I got."
I think you put in to the race room. That was 8 wipes on Garland. I am done.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
good. I got literally anything else to do.
It
Plus,
was
I
an
knew who I was going against as well, so I knew I wasn't gonna I can't win while giving up that much time. So I was
Right.
like, I'm good.
Did you watch
that
any
was-
of it afterwards?
No,
You
no, I
shouldn't.
had.
I think
That was
chat was
good.
right afterwards. You were the winner of that seed.
Yeah, everyone in chat agreed that
Absolutely.
night that Woo Bear made the smart call. He's the winner of this race because that was the longest race of the tournament.
Oh, well, okay, yeah. I didn't even look back at the times. I had no idea because I was, I think, part of the second longest race of the tournament in the 2019 or whatever 2021 when the black belt was banned.
That was it.
Yeah.
That was the race. That's the one you're talking
It was
about.
the
That was-
longest one. Yeah.
That was the longest one.
Yeah,
They-
I was
they
in that
run
one as
together.
well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And when Fox in chat, I tried playing that seed. Took me 11 minutes to kill Garland. Yeah, I believe that.
Believe it. I totally believe it.
So
Yeah.
speaking of that seed, a little bit of behind the scenes window. I was not involved with that particular seed.
No, I
I
was.
was doing something else, and I'm sitting here at my computer, half, being present in case Oslaughter needed help or something. And the stream just before the stream starts, our Discord DMs just started absolutely blowing up.
Oh yeah.
And I'm like, what happened? Everything seems fine. And I clicked on this thing, and Oslaughter's just over here going, Jay, what do we do? Jay, what do we
What do
do?
you want me to do, Jay?
Because this was also one of the double headers, right?
Yes, it
Right.
was.
So-
It was double
It
header.
was.
Four unfortunate people had to deal with this.
And so I was over here going, oh, okay, is there? I got to sit back and just watch the absolute chaos, and I'm not even talking the seed. Like before the race even got, live on Twitch, the amount of chaos was almost as bad as the seed itself for a little bit.
Oh
there.
yeah. I don't
Yeah,
know.
I feel bad, but
No, no.
No.
Don't
you-
feel
you-
bad.
You don't
it
feel.
was a
don't
long
feel-
day at work, and I was just so tired. And I was like, I don't want to do this.
It would have taken, again, the best time on it was 2 hours and 35 minutes.
Something like that. You were the winner of the seed. You really were.
Absolutely
that's-
straight up.
That seed was just the best dumpster fire anyone has ever seen in this tournament, bar none. Yeah, it was something.
Yeah, it was a combination of that. That was most of it, obviously, but the first race that we had, Renault's computer blew up, and I was pretty sure I was losing that one, so I already we just called that one a draw. It's cool. Let's do a new game. But I already felt like I was gonna I was losing game one anyways, so I was like, you know what, I'm good.
Yeah.
No, thank you.
That was-
As it turns out, that was almost the correct call to make.
Yeah, to be fair, that seed had it all from bad encounters, no safe grind, no black belt, just it was a fire amongst fires. I am not going to tell you that I didn't enjoy rolling it because it's like wow, my reputation.
No, it's cool.
I
to
enjoyed
be-
watching it.
Oh, I think Fabian said it best, and Jay has quoted him several times on this. Danny now the good cop.
Danny's good cop. Yep.
Osloto's
Well,
the bad cop.
Danny still rolled me that winter tournament, the
Yes.
famous, infamous, I should say.
Yes,
Yes.
but I
me
think
and
you
Jay.
I think you mentioned in one of these races, don't remember which one it was, that gave you flashbacks to.
Yeah. Well, it wasn't this race. It was
No.
it was
one.
I can't remember. It was a 2 hour 20 minute, and then chaos was brutal. I can't. It was me
So
versus
bad.
Phoebe in that one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That scene was also brutal. I think I won with 224 or something like that, something gross.
Yeah, that was 223. And
Yeah.
I rolled that one too.
Yep.
So, Oslaughter seeds aside, how was your tournament experience?
It was great. I had a lot of fun. I thought this was a brilliant idea. I couldn't even imagine the amount of work that y'all had to do behind the scenes with everything, but I thought it was really cool, really well put together. I still disagree with Slowboat. I don't think that
I
is
know.
a strategy. I think that just punishes you if you pick wrong on direction and don't get floater. But anyways,
Feedback form.
yeah.
Please.
Overall, I thought it was really, really cool. Maybe 2017 could have been cut. It's basically just kind of vanilla-ish, but
Yeah.
yeah, I overall like 10 out of 10. I had a ton of fun. A little burnt out by the end, but that's just a me thing.
Yeah, well, and that also is
That's
just
totally
the
fair.
condensed tournament format.
Yeah, we crammed this in real quick.
Yeah.
And-
Plus, like it was just like the other few tournaments, preceding this,
Yeah.
has kind of been going
Yep.
nonstop. But again, that's a me thing. I loved the tournament. It was really really cool.
Cool. Well, we
Marvelous.
got finals to get onto here, so thanks, Woo, for joining us.
Thanks, Whoop.
Yeah, I
appreciate it.
wonder who they could be with only 2 people.
I have no
I know,
we only
idea.
two left.
All right. Thank you for having me in.
Thank you, Whoop.
Thanks for playing.
Bye.
All
right.
right.
And we do
Finals.
only have Ale and Maddie. Perfect. We're done.
Hey, okay, we're done. Kill the stream. Bye. We'll never reveal it.
All right. So Yuna.
Sorry, go ahead.
Oh my.
No, that was good timing. That was good timing. Yuna.
Yuna.
All right.
Guess
Fizzle,
it out.
okay, an ale.
Fizzle, ale, and ale.
Okay. A lot of people saying Yuna's ale. All right.
Anybody
Ready?
else? I want
wanna hear
Rubes to win.
Ale's answer. Come on.
Yeah, Ale. Who do you think it is?
Yeah.
I legitimately think. Do you think it's Rubes? Do you think it's Chanigan? Maybe it's Saracen. That's peasants.
Peasants, okay.
There we go.
All right, Sonny.
Okay, here we go.
Hi, Fizzle.
It's
Yeah.
ale.
It was Ale.
Fine.
It was the king of the dumpster fires himself.
Which I think
Evil.
is the reason why we could get through some of those seeds.
True, true. I raced in the ladder. I know exactly what an ale seed feels like.
Well, which leads us to, hopefully no one was doing math and crossing off names here. Who was our champion?
Who is the champion? Get your guesses out now. If you've been crossing stuff off, who was Renoa?
Who could it possibly be?
The viewers.
The viewers.
Yes.
Ale,
Yeah.
you already know the answer. I know that.
All right, I'm gonna hit the button.
Hit the
Hit
button.
the button.
It's a Rubes!
It was Rubes. Rubes is our champion of champions for this year.
Whew. I see them both in chat, Jay. Grab them on up here.
Oh yeah,
I am-
grab that beautiful dumpster fire.
One. Nope. Go on.
Okay, don't you do it?
Yes, I want you to do it. Discord's being stupid to me. There's one.
There's Ale. There's two.
There's two.
Gentlemen,
GG's.
Congratulations.
Hey, thanks everybody.
Thank you.
So then, let's start down here with our second place, semi-finalist here. Ale? How was that?
I thought the whole thing was a ton of fun.
Thanks.
I want to throw back to about 45 minutes ago. Yes, Fry Teeth, let's do a thing.
Nice.
Because I definitely had a giant bout of imposter syndrome when I started in round 2, because I was like, I'm pretty sure I don't know who my round 1 opponent was at that point in time, but I was like, I probably would have lost. And then I got through round 2 and it only got worse. And then I got through round 3 to the finals and I was like, this is not happening.
how am I here?
Exactly. It's like I don't belong in this place. And then I was really thrilled beyond repair for the first finals match to be separated by 9 seconds.
Oh my.
That was close.
Especially in retrospect with finding out who my opponent was later. Because Rubes has always been a great opponent to race. He's always played the game very well. And I think knowing what missteps I made in that particular flag, to only be behind him by like 8 or 9 seconds, I'm like, okay, I left game 1 feeling really well despite the loss. And then we're not going to talk about game 2. Because Ice Cave was not an Ice Cave that night.
Nope.
And
No.
we're gonna leave it at that.
Mhm.
But no, I like I said, going back, I thought the whole tournament was a ton of fun. I really enjoyed the anonymity behind it, and I'm going to claim credit for it, given that's what Cake and Break did for a past fall league. So you're welcome. Um, but no, I think the whole thing was fun. I liked the matchups. I liked the now in retrospect the I guess the underdogs winning in a couple of the matches, or the people where it's like, hey, we expect this person to win and they don't. I've always liked that about the game, because it goes to prove that even though someone may be a stronger runner, they can have their off days, bad seeds, whatever, and other people who, you know, don't expect to win can win. I've always enjoyed that about the game.
Oh yeah.
Now, I do want to mention one thing before we move on, because Ale was one of the more prevalent people who messaged me while doing a lot of this. and I will also say that the odds are definitely strange that somehow Ale asked for 4 force in 2 matches and got the same party in both 4 force.
I was really interested in. I was hoping that we would have like some kind of math breakdown, like what the odds were,
We tried.
especially after like the dice stream. But it's like to do 4 force in the semifinals, and for 2 of the 3 to have the same thief fight or none. I was like, look, there's some kind of shenanigans going on with this.
And let's not forget to mention that one of those, the fighter didn't get promo magic.
Yeah.
So he had no access to it.
Well, yeah, whoever Phoenix the movie there, it was basically a D7 landing how you expect it to 8 times in a row.
Yeah,
because there's a none, so you got to add in the 7 there.
Yep.
Yeah, so it was ridiculous to say. And there's 2 more things from Ale I'd like to pass along. That during that infamous match where the loot was in marsh locked, after the race, Ale snapped a snapshot of Fabian Hawk saying, "Loot is in marsh locked," and the response was, "Tell Fabian that's rude." And the only other thing I'm going to mention, was when I rolled the last seed for them. It was Ale wanted a 4, you wanted a 4, and you said anything but 6. I hate loose, followed by me rolling the seed with 8 loose. So I was like, what can we do?
Yep. I mean, it is what it is. So, yeah, I was watching back the race where the loot was in marsh, and I think I mentioned this to you after the fact too. I accidentally skipped the box in Earth 2, so had the loot not been in marsh, I would have never found it. So I caught a break in that particular seed, because I would have never missed. I never would have realized I missed something in Earth. So completely lucked out in that aspect.
Well, and the one little story and the confession I have to make here is you offered the force to everyone. Pickles accepted it immediately. But I had to tell you, it's like they had to think over it, because you knew who everyone was. I was trying to pull you off the thing. Because when I said that, you're like, oh, well, Rubes would have accepted it immediately, so maybe it was this person. I'm
like, to be fair, Rubes did decline the last one.
And so I talked with Rubes a little bit after the fact. I'll let him tell the story about it if he wants to. But no, I like Force because it takes the element of, oh, I lost at party select out of it. And I've always hated being on the winning side of a race and being like, oh, I didn't take the black mage because XYZ Blursing was on. And of course you get all this great magic. I'm like, I hate winning because of that. So I feel like having the Force equalizes the playing field between 2 fairly like level skilled runners, which almost across the board, everyone in the tournament is. They're all champions. But B, I think it puts it more onto like a skill thing. Like, how do you adapt to whatever garbage the seed decides to give you as like your starting party?
But
that happened.
I think we got someone else we need to hear about here who's been very quiet. GG's, Rubes.
Rubes.
Thank you, GG. GG, everyone. GG, Ale. Thanks to all the admins who put on this wonderful tournament. And you know, I can't believe I got as far as I did, honestly.
It was great.
I don't know where to begin with this.
Well, Go, Sunny.
Go ahead, Jay.
No, you're good. I didn't have anything.
I was just saying
Okay.
the amount of times I heard from people in the background in DMs and whatnot about just I can't believe I've made it this far. How why
Yeah.
am I here? How did I get this time, etc. Has been kind of surprising, just from the fact that imposter syndrome appears to infect our community to an extremely deep effect, and it's been fantastic watching people that I know have said in various amounts that they don't think they should be here, and watch them pull off, even in losses, the close times that they've been able to do in these losses against people that I know are fantastic runners. So I wanted to throw that out there real quick since you did bring it up, that it's been whew.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I do kind of want to apologize to Woo Bear for what happened. I felt horrible about what happened our first two races. So the first race, I'm 45 minutes in. I'm in the middle of a steak and wings grind. I was at like level 35 or so I was almost done. And all of a sudden, the computer just freezes, and I'm like,
Yeah.
I tried restarting the computer, and my save was gone. And Woo Bear was extremely gracious in taking the draw. But then what happened with the seed the next night? I felt so bad because it's like I don't know what to do here because the forfeit 8 minutes in, and yeah, it was a gross start. I agree with that, but I'm like, I don't know what I should do, and I played it through, but I felt really bad about it.
This
I mean,
whole tournament has
To
just
be fair, that
shown-
was a
Oh, yeah. Go.
to be fair, that was a bad seed. Everyone needs to feel awful about that, except the guy who rolled it.
But, yeah, this really has just shown like everyone in the community is so amazing. They have been so gracious to move their times around and, hey, can you do this at 8 o'clock? Well, not really, but I'll try to work my schedule. Yeah, I can do it here, or yeah, I'll go do this early or something. Just like all of you guys have been so amazing, grateful with everything. So thank you.
I was going to point out, Osloto's been sharing insights on DMs that they've had, and I was going to throw out the. I was running with. I was the one when Rubes had the computer failure, and I have this highlight here of where Rubes is sitting there, at the start, and I think this was like right after I rolled that, or close after I had rolled that my dumpster fire seed of the tournament. It was like the second longest or something like that. And Rubes just says, "Hey, please be merciful tonight." And of course, I being the Joker I am, sent a gif of the old witch cackling as you hide under the trap door. 2 hours later, I have to send Rubes a message saying, "Dude, I'm so sorry." It's like I was merciful.
The scene was fine. Everything was
The rest
going
of it,
fine,
not so much.
I thought. I mean, I was in floaterless go mode,
Yeah.
and everything, and all of a sudden, the computer just dies.
It was at that moment I went, I can no longer attempt to be merciful to anyone in this tournament, because the moment I do, the seed will be great, and then their computer will blow up.
But going back to what Ale brought up about the Four Forced, I had a very strong feeling that Yuna and Celeste were Ale and Pickles in some order, and then when I watched them back, I figured out who was who. And of course, Ale always going with the Four Forced, and of course that confirmed it more. Because I know he does Forced, and I agree with him. It's actually a great way to really equalize everything with your opponent. Like, that's one thing that I like when I'm doing like the spring or winter tournament now, is I like running the same party as my opponent, because I think it really just tests really how well you can adapt when you have the same you have the same circumstances. So, and then that race happened. I'm like, okay, do I want to do another one? So here's what actually happened. So that day before, a little bit before the race, I asked my 8-year-old son, I'm like, hey, This happened last night. We did the force thing. Do you think if he offers it again, I should take it or I should say no? And he said say no. So I'm like, okay, and I did.
That's what happened.
Okay.
Because
when I saw when I saw you rolled 2017, I'm like, thank God you said no.
yeah, yeah, yeah. That's there's been enough. Because again, you were a party to that dumpster fire of a seed. So,
yeah. On knowing who your opponents are, though, I think my favorite comment from you out of the entire one was before the finals here. After watching last night's race and consulting with the conspiracy Reddits, I believe that Renoa 000 is going to face Uneo, who just dispatched Pixeless and Beer. It was great.
There was a lot of clever coming out.
It kind of worked out that their names work that way. So I thought, so I was like, okay, so how are we going to put the other names with the other people? But I didn't bother. I had a hunch that Clive might have been Woobear, but I wasn't completely sold. But after that, I had no idea who anybody was.
Watching everyone guess has just been amazing.
Oh yeah. I mean, to be fair, as a person who knew everybody going in, I made sure to point out every single time any runner crashed into any town, into any mountain, into any sea. It's like, no. I'm going to make sure everybody knows that this might be Ale. It's not.
Yeah, it's a 50-50. Either you're Ale or you're not Ale. That's how it works, right?
Yeah.
That's like I put in chat. I don't know if you guys appreciate this, but it was extremely painful.
Yep.
Not going left, up on Sky for the entire tournament.
Oh,
I think I did every possible combination except for that, and it hurt me every single time.
Nice.
I saw you do the left down staircase, and I was like, and back in my mind, I'm thinking, Ale is in so much pain right now doing that. He does not want to do this, but I pointed it out. Chad. I was like, oh look, that's that infamous staircase. I hate that. Because I was like, yep, that's gonna make people really question. It's part of the job.
Yeah. So I
can't
left
guess.
down, left downs. I think I did a left down, left at one point. I was like, this just feels so unnatural. Like, why would anyone just voluntarily put themselves through this?
I mean, you're not the only one who goes left, up. I always go that way too.
It's the best direction, despite
It
what we're
is.
able
If
to
you're already
do.
going left, and then you just go up.
Exactly.
The one thing I have decided as, my big leaving from this tournament has been the fact that next time anything similar to this is done, there's going to have to actually be 3 different champions. There's going to have to be the champion that actually wins all the games. There's going to have to be the champion that correctly guesses everyone or gets the most correct. And then there's going to have to be the champion that of not being guessed, who everyone else managed to not guess the least amount of times. Because it's the amount of nonsense that I have noticed with, like, the Oslotto calling out, airship crashes with runners going up and down or moving weird in all kinds of places has been fantastic. But I'm not very, I don't watch a whole bunch of the thousands, it feels like, of races and tournaments that happen
A day.
and in a day, and the even just the amount of guesses that I was catching bits and pieces of from everyone made me go, dude, this was people not trying too terribly hard. If we actually threw in the extra bit of
Oh yeah.
Yeah, the extra hidden champ stuff, then not only would we have people going the wrong way in Sky Maze, but we might have them trying to emulate. All of a sudden, you have Ale trying so hard to play as Rubes, or you've got Woopen pretending to be Dark Moon, and so on down the list. And it's like,
Speaking of Dark Moon, I was talking to him before the bracket stage started, and I was like, you know what? If we're allowed to still maintain some of the quality of life flags, I'm going to purposely turn on the dyslexic spell flag,
Right.
just to really mess with people, because he's the only one who uses it.
Yep.
And I was going to embrace it and just really mess with people's heads when they try to guess who's who.
And I gotta give Darkmoon credit for that. He played without it the
Mhm.
whole time, which
Yep.
isn't easy. It's not easy to do that. So credit to Dark Moon for that.
But we have been holding RPG Limit Break hostage now for about 90 minutes. Let's go through, let's get your guys' final thoughts, and then let's get ready to wrap this thing up. So, Ale, for everyone in this tournament, what are your final thoughts?
Thanks everybody for just being so flexible with scheduling and getting things done in a timely manner and really making this first version of this event just a huge success, I think, in my opinion. Even outside of that, I think it shows like the level of camaraderie and kind of close-knitness that this community has, especially with like all this guessing and like figuring out who each other is based on like little quirks they may have or things they might do in seeds or whatever. So yeah, it's just been a ton of fun. So thanks again for everybody. And then you guys too, especially, and I kind of shared this with you the other night after the finals race. I popped in when I saw you V3 in chat or in voice chat here. Thanks for you guys putting this all together and literally doing all the legwork for it. We had our volunteer crew come in for comms and restream and tracking, so appreciate them. But like, you guys literally held this down from start to finish, and it was smooth without really any hitches aside of a few technical things. So just kudos to you guys.
Thanks.
Well, thanks.
Thank you.
And Rubes.
Well, let me just reiterate what Ale said. The work you guys put in here, and you pulled this off in like 4 weeks total. It's something like that. It was impressive,
Including
And-
ASICs, 4 weeks.
Yeah, a 1 month tournament of champions which included 4 rounds of brackets and 5.5 asyncs. It's just it's impressive that you guys did it. So mad kudos to you guys. I'm glad. I hope everybody had as good a time as I did. I thought it was a very good challenge. I think also the how condensed the tournament was added to the challenge, but then also you could get whiplash going from like 2017 to 2024, in consecutive races. So I thought, it really tested how well you could adapt and how good your notes were, honestly. But I thought this was fantastic, and I mean, I'm very happy with how it turned out. But even if I didn't win, it was a ton of fun, and thanks again, everyone.
I've got a few little things to kind of finish up here. Thank you guys for joining us, but I do want to go over really quick everyone's seeding in this. So I went ahead and threw all the runners and their aliases up here, if anyone's curious on how the seeding and stuff went on with it. So we had Ale as Yuna as seed number 3 coming into this. Budge Cloud was seed number 12. Dark Moon Lightning was seed number 9. Brighteeth Maria was seed number 14. Goats Butts was number 13. Gouda Noctis was number 6. Crystal Phoebe was number 8. Maddie Jack was number 11. Phoenix Zidane, number 4. Pickles Celeste was number 7. Roger Lunith, number 10. Rubes Renoa, number 5. Sonny Vaughn, number 15. Sirlinkalot Rydia, number 2 coming on in. Cyrenus Meryl was number 16. And Woobear Clive was our number 1 seed coming into this. So that's where everyone ranked starting the tournament. Really kind of fun to see how we all ended the tournament.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm going to give it to my 2 other pressed into service admins of this thing. Thank you guys so much.
Something used to being asked to carry the team, whatever team you're on, something.
Yeah. That's why you're the has-been, I'm the wannabe,
I have to come out of retirement every now and then for you. It's fine.
You do.
But what are your guys' takes on this last thing?
I was privy to what was going on before a lot of other people were, only because it was being discussed in channels that I am in, and I, of course, offered my services if it was required. I made it very clear to you, if you need me, grab me. And sure enough, Just one day, I'm just all of a sudden in this room that I've never seen before, and it's like, "Hi, we need you to do this." Okay, cool. Let's do this. I promise nothing. I absolutely promise nothing. And here we are. I mean, yeah, we had some technical problems. My reputation is now absolute mud for seed rolling, which is fine. I'm okay with this. I did say in the past that someday I wanted to surpass Danny as the amount of seeds that were just absolutely ridiculous.
I think that day was last Thursday. You know,
Yeah, it was definitely something. I don't think I've ever seen stuff. Yeah, thank you, Ale. The illustrious ranks of dumpster fire aficionados.
I love it.
Oh, it was fantastic. So yeah, I sort of owe Mr. Scheidel quite a lot for where I am today in the server. So of course, if he asks me for help, I'm going to be like, "What do you need, buddy? What do you need?"
I have a feeling revenge is around the corner, so looking forward to everything.
Well, hold on about that. Speaking of revenge,
Uh-oh.
isn't there something else we should talk about?
I'm gonna let Sun talk a little bit.
No,
and we'll-
I just making sure you
Oh,
haven't forgotten because this
Oh,
has
yeah.
happened.
Yeah. No.
We've done enough live shows, Mr. Scheidel. I know what happens.
Oh. But first of all, Sunny.
Yes, honey.
Okay, so for those that don't know, Jay and I have known each other for a stupid amount of time that I'm not going to try to count, but since high school, and we're well out of college at this point. And I'll leave it at that.
20 years.
Okay, thank you for putting a number to it. You're in trouble. But I remember I've always been a passing fan of, we'll say it that way, of watching the tournaments and seeing how they go. I don't keep track, like I've said, but it's been fun to just listen, if only because I end up getting so much of it from Jay more these days, just from the fact he's now part of the troublemaking group.
Hey.
And just like Oslato, I was off doing I don't know what, and my phone goes off with this ping and then keeps going off for a little bit. And so I finally get to my computer and I'm like, all right, what is this? Why does this say TOC? And I can just see, like usual, Jay sitting here giving me trash, waiting for me to respond while I'm trying to scroll up and read, all right, what even is this? What's going on? Who's talking to me? And I don't remember. I tried to go look it up, but it's buried too deep. I don't remember what exactly I said, but I know the first thought in my head was, oh, this is going to be such a fantastic nightmare. Let's go.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't think I have been wrong yet. It has been far more fantastic than it has been nightmare. I think that's going to change shortly. But it has been an absolute pleasure, not only working with Oslato and Jay and Phoenix and everyone else, but working with the runners has been great. Just because, again, everyone's been fantastic about it the entire time. The amount of times we've been like, hey, we need, can we actually do this instead today? Or what about tomorrow? Or all the tech problems we've had on both ends of the restream screen has been fantastic. And it was just great. I look forward to doing something perhaps with not quite so compressed, because I still don't think I have caught up on my sleep.
Yeah.
But
2028.
I'm ready for it. What I'm not ready for is what's coming up here. Jay?
Yeah.
Jay,
I've got one more shout out, and then we'll get to that because we shouted her out at the beginning. But again, we threw Danny into our DM like 3 days into this thing, and we're like, help! And she has been the unsung hero in the server. We all know this, but definitely in this tournament. So thank you. Anytime you guys see Danny, give her a major shout out. She's done everything to help make sure that this thing ran just as smooth as it could. So thank you, Danny.
Yep.
Huge thank you, Danny.
But yeah, so
boy.
Sun had a stupid idea.
It's the best idea, and I hate it.
He pings our group direct message, whatever, and goes, so you know how the 4 hasn't been ran? Wouldn't it be
Yeah, we
fun
know.
for a champs revenge party? So unbeknownst to pretty much everyone else, after the tournament was done, we made the channel Champs Revenge. We put in the flag set from 2020 and said, as long as they can agree to it, the three of us will run this as a Champs Revenge, and it'll be us three against each other on the flag set we never saw. So, they made a few little tweaks to it. Thank you for not doing anything too crazy. But we are going to be running the 2020 flag set, Dice Roll 4, with the Airwolf theme song. So, hey, I'm okay with this one. With Slow Boat, because, you know, it was a Slow Boat seed anyway.
It was Slow Boat.
Yeah. And the one that I'm not looking forward to, Forced Party.
Yep, it's a forced.
Thief, White Mage, none.
And all I can say is finally my years of practice at being terrible and running a white mage is going to pay off. I don't know how, but I'm going to make it pay off.
Yeah, it is old school thief and old school white mage. No harm all. Thief at 10 agility. Yeah.
Oh. Yeah, and did I not add ale to this thing? Sorry, I could have swore you were in it. Hopefully you like white mage, thief, none.
on the bright side, yeah. So like Jay said, it was one of those. I don't remember if I first spoke it up, like after my dumpster fire or after Oslato's dumpster fire, but one of those two dumpsters made me go, you know what? I think they need a little bit of a payback here because this has kind of hurt me to some degree, just watching them and seeing them slog through everything. They're champions. They got this down pat. Doesn't mean I don't feel kind of bad for some of the seeds I've rolled. Right. So it would also be kind of funny, I think, if we just say, hey, let's go ahead and give them the opportunity for a little bit of lighthearted payback. And
lighthearted, he says. Lighthearted.
Well, you know, it's no, if Fade's at Corneria, I get to keep it. So I don't know exactly how we're going to do this yet. I know it hasn't been spoken of, but we had talked, and I'm going to go ahead and ask here. We had talked at one point about doing hidden identities while we're running this sucker.
Oh my, we might have to. We've got to
I think
some of
I
these.
think I'm going to insist on this. Is we're going to have to pick. We're going to have to do it just like the rest of the tournament has been, where you know one of the three runners is Jay, Oslato, or me, but you don't know who's who.
Yep.
As far as date and time, that is, I believe, next Monday at.
I believe we're going to try to get it next Monday at 8 o'clock Eastern. I do have to admit that I've got a meeting going on right before that, so we might push it back just a touch. But we do want to make sure, in case we got a dumpster fire 3-hour seed, that we can not go to bed at 1 a.m. for some people.
Listen, I've already made it very clear. I don't care. I will run that seed until my fingers bleed. Sure. That's fine. Leave the Atlantic time zone out of this.
It may be that the only way our names are revealed is because Jay and I have thrown up the flag at the 3-hour mark.
Yeah, and Oslato's still going.
All right, it's 3:05. That runner is Oslato because they're still playing. Absolutely, let's go.
Well, that would mean I won.
I'd be pretty stubborn.
First of all, you're not wrong, Phoenix. I'm a notoriously terrible runner. I think Jay and I have played probably upwards of over 100 races, and I think I might have still single-digit victories. So it's I won't say it'll be easy to know, but you'll know the last runner, if it's not 3 hours, is going to be me.
Hey, I came in second place in one Platy party, and I was second only to Chanigan, who didn't get points. I'm calling that a win. That's my high water mark.
I beat Woo once.
Hey!
I get so. Oh,
man. Yeah. That was the flag seat, the chaos that caused Woo massive pain.
I know. I'm sorry.
And you. And Chanigan.
So I see you've got something else squirreled up and ready to go, Jay.
Oh yeah. So that's gonna bring our Tournament of Champions to the end. I really hope you all enjoyed it. It was a blast putting it on. I know it sounded like a ton. I would happily do this again. We've already been talking about things to do.
100%.
Just FYI, just so it can kind of get out there, we're probably not going to do this again soon. We want to give a chance
No.
for our champion pool to kind of re-increase, get some new runners in, see what the next few Duckling Derbies bring us, see what happens over these next few tournaments. So we're going to put this on pause. Maybe 2-3 years or something. We'll see about bringing it back. But we do have more coming down the server. Oslaughter, I think you were actually part of this. So I'm going to go ahead and fade this on over. And you want to start announcing some stuff coming up?
That's right. It's time. Is everybody ready? It's that time of year again. Get your team. Get your team ready. Fall League's coming soon. The All Fiends Attack League of Monsters. This year we have some great flag sets. I can't wait to see how it's going to turn out. That's right. It's another 4 weeks of team running leading up to the semifinals, and then once again our traditional relay race to the finish. All of the information that you're going to need is, of course, on the wiki. We now have a Fall League chat, a Fall League looking for group. If you're looking for a group, sign yourself on there, and your banners for when you're ready to go. Throw your banner up there, show us your colors. Have a great time. I'm looking forward to this. We got, again, there's some real interesting flag sets that are going to be coming for this one. I cannot wait to see everyone turn out to continue to cheer on the Bubble Soda Co.
Oh, wait, hey, Trash Island.
Hey.
Oh, you're not part of a team, sir. I tried.
Yes, because you know what? I'm just going to let that lie. I'm going to let you have that one.
But yeah, so lots of stuff going on. Fall League is a great place for new runners to try to jump in. There's some crazy flags, but you got a team to kind of back you up on it. So anyone who's interested, come on in, find a team. If you don't have one, jump in that looking for team, and someone will come in to scoop you up, I'm sure.
Yeah, Phoenix, no feedback. We have spoilers. You like spoilers?
No spoilers.
I heard you like spoilers.
No spoilers.
Ooh, spoilers.
What?
Yes, and each flag does come with, each of our flags does come with objective points. So yeah, read the flags, take a look at the objective points.
Yep.
To
All
Bubble
that
Soda
stuff will
Co.
be out
subdivision.
soon. I think there's a few days until the actual, or is it still in the chat?
What's still in the chat, sir?
The wiki link.
I don't know if Dark Moon put it in the announcements channel.
It's not. That's where I'm at right now. But if it's
Yeah,
not there,
yeah.
you'll see it soon.
It will be there soon. Yep.
Yep. But I think that's going to take us for the end of the stream. So unless the two of you have anything left to add in.
GG.
Yeah, congratulations to everyone who took part, all the runners, all the viewers, the behind-the-scenes crew, Phoenix and Jay Scheidel for helping to put this all together. Sonny, you did a lot. I mean, you and me definitely got pulled into this and kind of just like, oh, okay, we're going to do this.
Sonny, can you come? I need some extra staff help with this. Sure, why not? 2 weeks later, my back.
Yeah. What am I doing? Do you remember what a bedtime was? Man, I miss those days.
I dream of getting to bed at 8 p.m. Eastern one of these days just for the fun of it. I don't think I ever will be able to anymore, but
it was. But yeah, and thanks to everyone who came out to fill the staff roles. A lot of people who would normally fill those roles were currently in the tournament and couldn't. There is indeed a race tonight as well. Ale, you are correct.
I was going to shout that out on the exit.
Jay is going to shout it out. Don't you worry. But yeah, I got to say thank you to everyone who came out to do comms, to do tracking. Without the volunteers, this tournament would not look the same. And there was some times where some of the guys some of the individuals that came out and helped us out, you were brand new to it, and that's great. I love to see more participation. It's a great way to cut your teeth. Yeah. Jay, once again, congratulations. A successful tournament, done and done. I will see you again in 2028 for this.
Yeah, something like that. But yeah, like Dave said, thank you everyone who helped. I'm not going to continue to do it, but just thank you for everyone. But yeah, if you still want more Final Fantasy tonight, go over to the Speed Gaming channel. We're getting ready for our Speed Gaming Live, the online portion of it. We've been kind of gearing up with our asyncs over the last week or so. And tonight at midnight Eastern is going to be our live async of it for anyone who wanted to get together to play. So if you're interested in it, come see us over on Speed Gaming here in about an hour and a quarter or so. Love to see you guys there. But for everyone here in the booth, for all of chat and the entire tournament champions, thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for everything you've done, and we hope to see you again soon. Bye.
Bye.
Later.